Alrighty, we're going. Just clean my glasses.
With the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus.
That is ending. So we're starting.
This is James Childs, a producer of The Ramsey Show. You can listen to all our shows with the Ramsey Network app on your smartphone. Browse by topic or even send clips to your friends. Download the Ramsey Network app in your favorite
exciting
store today.
Me cleaning my glasses. Episode 115 today. How about that? I need to get a window treatment on there, as you can say. As you can see, I haven't done anything to my apartment really yet. Alrighty, let's close that. There we go. Whoops! I forgot to start the chat. Hopefully I can do it after the fact. Alrighty, what is the name of... What do I put in? Oh, scheduling! Schedule a free financial coaching consultation. What up, Clay? Did it slow down for you any today on Friday? Consultation. Yes, // Ramsey Coach. .com/Coach Steve Money. Handy link. What up, Flash? What up, Cindy? Handy link up at the. So you're gonna be busy for a while, right, Clay? Handy link for you guys to schedule a free financial coaching consultation / assessment. That link is ramseycoach.com /Coach Steve Money. It is at the top of the chat. What else do I put in there? Any email about anything, Coach, until October 15. All right. Clay is gonna be busy till then. Doing something with, like, I don't know, taxes or some numbers or something. I can't remember what he does. Sometimes I can't remember what I do. CoachDmoney@gmail.com. Any email about anything at all. Some examples of that would be questions about coaching, questions about scheduling, your free consultation, anything on my YouTube page, my different chats, the Aftershow itself. And finally, donations, https:// paypal.me/Coach Steve Money, and that is on PayPal servers. They offer that little link there to quickly pay somebody. Alrighty. Ramsey Show went a little long. Today the first hour was live, as I'll explain shortly. I'm using a piece of paper, a thin piece of paper, in tribute to Rachel for my drink. All right. Well, again, it's episode 115, and you guys ready to sing? Let's sing. Turn that down just a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Is all this part. Ready? 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on and on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop, look in the chat, I see my friends, kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat, gotta make my mind up, which seat can I take? It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, it's Friday, Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, partying, partying, yeah, budgeting, budgeting, yeah, fun, 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 looking forward to the weekend. Alright, fun times. And the singing's not over yet. Let's not sing along with myself today. Let's just sing with the music. Listen for the drumsticks coming in. See if we can hit it. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. In step 2, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every single one of the charges, from smallest to largest. My bad. Baby step 3 is next. A full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. A little behind. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my song, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large. Now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show After Show, brought to you by Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about, which you can do if you have your own show. I highly recommend it. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, also Ramsey Preferred Financial Coach. And you can schedule that free consultation assessment by going to ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money. Handy link at the top of the chat. If you can't see the chat and you have it full screen, minimize it, and then, or not minimize it, but just get out of full screen and you'll see it on the right side. If you have any questions about anything, use this email address here, coachstevemoney@gmail.com. You can ask me about scheduling, anything about the coaching process. If you have just like a specific question that you'd like to be answered on the show, but you can't get in the chat, you can't watch it live, to get in the chat and ask it in the chat, you can certainly ask it by email, and I'll send you an email back and also answer it in the show. Donations, link right there, paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. That is on PayPal server, and that's a quick way to do it. You can also just log into your PayPal account, click on Send Money, put in my email, coachstevemoney@gmail.com, and the amount, and click Send. Did not queue up the add me to the gram kid today, but you can add me on the gram and Twitter. Both of those are Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And let's check in with the chat. It's been a while since I haven't been in the chat. Couldn't see the chat while I was singing. Cindy Bear says Rachel Cruz, not a good example for coaster habits. That's right. She had she was using the, I'll show you. She was basically, she had the piece of paper and she had her mug and it was like that. And there was a coaster that she could have easily grabbed right there. What up? Why are you saying no, Clay? Clay, why would you jump in front of a car? Don't do that. Don't do that, sir. Thanks for the IOs. She acts like her dad owns the place, Cindy Bear said. That's funny. Hopefully you guys sing with me sometimes. That would be fun, I would think. What else do we have here to do? I thought, let's see, was there something else I wanted to do before doing the... Oh yeah, I just have it in the wrong order here. Okay, oh, Clay doesn't like my singing. Oh, that's okay. You know what I thought of, since it was Battle of the Bands Day, and of course I thought of it just like a half an hour ago when it was way too late. Thanks, Clay. I thought about it half an hour, way too late, to have our own Battle of the Bands where other my chatter people could be, what's awful. Some of you guys could be on the show too, and we could have a singing battle, and see who sings it better. We could do the Baby Step song and see who sings that better, or you could bring your own stuff. I mean, it would probably get copyright clean, but it doesn't matter because I'm not monetized, and so you can pretty much do whatever you want. Not really. There's some things that they will take off. They'll take you off of the YouTube, or at least make your video invisible until you fix the problems that they don't like. So, but that'll be something we could do another time. Could have guest singers for the Baby Step song. That would be way cool. Cindy volunteers to finish last in the singing battle without participating. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't have to really be a battle. You could just have like a different person sometimes that wants to sing the Baby Step song, and they could sing it instead of me. So, just a thought. Alrighty, so for the first hour, which was the only new hour of the show today, Ramsey show today, the hosts were Rachel Cruz And yesterday when she was on, I said a rare appearance, but she was on 2 days in a row, although today was only an hour. And that was because of their Battle of the Bands thing. They had a 2 hour, the second 2 hours of the show was a replay with Dave and Dr. John Deloney. And since it was a replay, we're not doing the Deloney song. Just basically because I didn't think about it, and besides, that's heavy song material on there. That would be, if we did the Deloney too, that means like over half the show would be musical. But Rachel was in the big chair, and co-hosting with her was Christy Wright, the host of the Christy Wright Show, and also author of Take Back Your Time. She wrote The Way. She did a live stream last week with Dave. Also has one this coming Tuesday. This coming Tuesday will be the Game Plan live stream, and that's going to be with Dave. And with Christy Wright and George Camel. Those three fine people are going to... Oh, we'll just read this. Ready for a balanced, debt-free life? We know you've heard it over and over this year. I just want things to get back to normal. But if your normal was chaotic, stressed, and broke, do you really want to go back to that? Of course you don't. You can have the abundant, balanced, debt-free life you want. And at Game Plan Live, Dave Ramsey, Christy Wright, and George Camel will lay out the clear game plan to win with your money and your life. And this would be this is a free live stream, I believe. Just on YouTube. You can watch on the Ramsey website, which will also be the YouTube feed, and on Facebook, that may also be the YouTube feed too. It may all be YouTube feed, but it is free. Can't beat that for a live stream. Alrighty. Where are we? Cindy could do an instrumental, trumpet, piano, trombone, or handbells. Awesome. Did you see the New Girl episode where Jess played the handbells? Cindy, did you ever watch that show? Clay took about 8 years of piano lessons. That's awesome. I played trumpet in band. I messed around with keyboards a lot. I basically learned how to do it, but I probably was doing a lot of stuff wrong, and I could only play, fairly simple stuff. Clay said the karaoke day a couple weeks ago was really fun. Yep, that's in the miscellaneous playlist, and I just somebody requested one song, and I just went crazy and did songs for the whole thing until that was a pre-show, show chat is what it's called, and that is, I think it's the first one where it has my big green logo on there of Coach Steve Money. I think you can only see the Steve Money part because it's blown up so big. New Girl is a great show. Absolutely great show. Zoe Deschanel. Oh gosh, she was in Yes Man with Jim Carrey. She was Elf with Will Ferrell. What else was she in? She guested on one episode with her sister Emily's show Bones. And so she's great. right. Where were we? Oh, I know what we need to do. Cindy Bear, they may have done a thing, or what I think they've done before, which is they just let it go. And I mean, they might have a tech there, but like not really modding it. They may have done that. It's POS. Market report. And as you can see, we're mixed. Dow Jones just up a teensy bit. S&P up, which makes, I think, 3 or 4 days in a row of it being up. Still not back to high. It's got to be, where does it have to be to get to high? It has to get to 4536. So you got about 80 to go on there. $80. I don't know what percent that is. Probably not that many more. NASDAQ just barely down. Barely. Even less down than the Dow Jones was up. Just a teensy bit. And 0.5% down was the small cap index, which, as we know, that seems to be how that works. As you can see, it's just see what that's done in 5 years. Yeah, 5 years there. That was the pandy crash right there, as you can see. Easy to see on any chart. When it drops down 33%. Actually, that looks like it dropped more than 33%. So if it was at 1678, and then it was down to 1,000. No, it's still not 50% that it dropped. So if I'm doing my math correctly in my head, but then as you can see, it came back and recovered in the same amount of months that everything else did. And then it said, "Bloosh, I'm going to shoot way up here." And then now it's just doing blah, 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 blah. All right. Check the rest of the world. Everything down in Europe. Almost everything down in Asia. Currencies, dollar up on the euro, dollar up on the Japanese yen. No, make sure it just changed. Make sure US dollar still up, yes. US dollar and Japanese yen, US dollar up on the British pound. Love. US dollar down against the Canadian dollar, and US dollar up on the Australian dollar, mate. And got a story coming up about this. All crypto down. Alright, nothing new in the chat. Alright, got some stories here today for you fine people. CNBC brings us this. Mortgage rates rose sharply this week, and there could be more increases on the way. We talked yesterday about Norway being the first country to raise interest rates since the pandy started. Mortgage rates, here's the key points. Mortgage rates rose sharply this week, and it could be the beginning of an upward trend. The average rate on the popular 30-year fixed mortgage. Now, do we recommend that? No, we don't. We recommend the 15-year fixed mortgage. And when I say we recommend it, I mean Dave recommends it. And since I took his coaching course, that means I recommend it too. Anyway, average rate on the popular 30-year fixed mortgage just crossed back over 3% early this week, and then jumped 9 basis points Thursday to 3.1%. I'm assuming that the 9 basis points might be a tenth of a percent, looks like. Because if that's if 10 basis points equals 0.1%. So that's like 1/100%, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what that is though. But anyway, the rate was 2.93%. That's me getting distracted by some math that I thought I could do. A decline in COVID cases is partly behind the rise in rates, as are the Federal Reserve's latest comments about interest rates and bond purchases, which I believe are just the same. It's like, well, we're not raising interest rates quite yet, and we're not stopping buying bonds quite yet, but we're gonna. There may not be anything else interesting in this story. Boom, boom, boom. It was up Thursday to 3.10 as opposed to, is that what it? Oh, it already said that, 3.1. It's the same as 3.10 for you math nerds out there. Moving both a reaction to the latest commentary from Fed when it will raise rates and when it began to taper purchases of mortgage-backed bonds, like I was just talking about. The Fed chairman indicated both would happen sooner than was widely expected. All right. Well, if he said that, we're lucky the market didn't go down more. All right. Let's have a quote here from somebody. If we consider why mortgage rates ended up crushing previous all-time lows in 2020, the answer was clearly COVID, said Matthew Graham, Chief Operating Officer at Mortgage News Daily. He noted that vaccines and plummeting case counts pushed rates higher in early 2021, and then the Delta surge brought them lower again in July. All right, so you get the bit from there. All right, Boosted weighing in. What up, Boosted? The lenders are actively looking for customers. They get flooded with credit card offers, car loan offers, mortgage offers, etc. You would think if they are about to raise the rates, they wouldn't do that. I don't know where they're getting your emails and address from, Boosted, but I don't get any of those. Hardly ever do I get any of that stuff. Okay, and so this was what I told you. Bitcoin plummets after China intensifies cryptocurrency crackdown. And as we saw, I'll check my notification in just a second. Don't you worry. I keep it real. What am I looking for? Crypto. Yeah. So crypto being all down today. And yeah, that is because intensifying. Chinese government agencies, including the country's securities regulator and the People's Bank of China, said in a statement on Friday that all cryptocurrency-related business activities are illegal and vowed to clamp down on illicit activities involving digital currencies. So they are not playing the crypto game. So that's a whole country not doing that. Agency said that overseas crypto exchanges would be blocked from providing services to Chinese residents through the internet. Gosh, I hope nobody over there bought any. Yikes. That's not fun for them. The measures aren't just about curtailing financial risk. The computers needed for Bitcoin mining eat up a ton of computing power and electricity, raising concerns about the cost to the environment. Alrighty. So that's that. This is from the Wall Street Journal, which we cannot read all of because of my not subscribing. Retirement savers love the backdoor Roth IRA strategy. It might not last. We talked about this before. This is just another article, this time in the Wall Street Journal, about the not necessarily all Democrats, but mostly Democrats in Congress committees. They're trying to find ways to raise revenue, and part of that would be taking away some of the Roth backdoors. So they wanna do that. We've talked about other things as far as retirement investing that they are going to make a little bit more difficult for the wealthier people, but also it could affect middle class as well. But so it's just another article there. The wall, that's right, Clay. We don't need no education, Clay. We don't need no thought control, do we? Alrighty, so let's see what my notification was. See if it was anything interesting. It's from the YouTube. What does the YouTube have to say? Oh, Jimmy from Bright Insight doing a pre-Egypt tour stream. Alright, I want to do a ton of watching like ancient Egypt videos and stuff like that, like theories on how this crazy stuff got built that like we would have a hard time doing even today, and they did it with copper chisels supposedly. So that's basically that. Upcoming streams. Once again, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. To schedule, it's RamseyCoach.com/Coach Steve Money, and that consultation is free. Instagram and Twitter, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Yeah, where's my notes? Upcoming streams. We got this show, the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, every weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or whenever the Ramsey Show on YouTube ends. The YouTube video ends for them. And today, it was split into two parts, and the second part got started late, and so that's why we started like about 10 minutes late, I think. So, but whenever that ends is when I will start, and normally it'll be right around 6 p.m., maybe a minute or so after. And I will usually start a live stream just for chatting if the Ramsey Show mod has not posted that day's show by 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And in a second here, I'll show you where those are. Most of it's just us chatting, but I'll show you where that one is that I was karaokeing in. And that too would be fun with more people involved, where it's just not me. Although I love to sing, even though I'm not that good at it, admittedly. And I've started a live stream for early chatting when the Ramsey Show mod has not posted that day's show by 10 a.m. Eastern Time, as was the case 7 times in the past 3 months. So it does happen. So if you go on the YouTube and say, oh, I'm going to get some early Ramsey chat in, and you go there and there's no Ramsey Show posted for that day yet, you can check my channel. If you click the notification, you'll get notified. The notification bell, you'll get notified on when I start any stream. Let's see. Video gaming. Father-daughter video gaming was supposed to return today, but Bella could not do it. We will be doing that upon Sunday at, when did she say? 5 o'clock, I think. Yes, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. on Sunday. We will be playing this game, Trine. And it's pretty cool. Wow, that's loud. All So as you can see, that's one character, and there's another character, and you can change in between those characters. It's just going to be two of us, but you do have to have all three of those characters do stuff. So sometimes you have to switch between them, and there it shows just like one at a time. I think in the original game you had to. It was just a single player, and you had to just become one of them at a time. Oh, there they go. And so now that's how it is now. They're all three there, and the one that any that aren't being controlled, just follow along, and then if you need to do something with them, you can switch to them. And so Bella and I will be playing that all the way through, and there are 4 of these games. So we may eventually get through all of them, but we will play other. We won't play them all in a row. So that's trying for you. Otherwise, I'm gonna play eventually, sometime. I don't know when. I have to get back with him on that. Bella's boyfriend. Maybe I'll be able to work that out with him by Sunday, or maybe we'll play by Sunday. Who knows? A Madden rematch with, where's my channel, with Justin, and as you can see, he kicked my butt there, 35-21. He was the Dailies Cowboys, and I was Washington. I think it's just stuttering like that because I'm streaming at the same time while showing you the video. So yeah, see, it's got buffering issues there. But so that is that's going to be on the horizon there, and it probably won't be that much fun for me because my quarterback is the backup for Washington now, and he was rated 61. I think last week they put him up to 62, but he had after he came in when Fitzmagic got hurt in the first game, and hopefully they'll raise his rate up some more because he had a great game. Let's see, where would that one be? Is that one? That is not going to be the last one. I think it's this one from 9-8. Let's see. Yeah. That's me trying Vacation by the Go-Go's. A little too high for me, but I don't ever let that stop me usually. So, yeah, so this whole thing is 2 hours and 16 minutes long. It is from September 8th. Ramsey Show, pre-show, chat, 9/8/21, and it is in the, I didn't add it to the music folder, I don't think, the music playlist, but it is in the miscellaneous, or you can just search for it by that name if you're interested. But I did a whole bunch of songs. I really had Vegas Throat from that as well. So I didn't sing all of them all the way through though. Some of them I attempted and was horrible at, especially when it was in too high of a key for me. And I'm almost certainly, I've been threatening for a long time, but I'm almost certainly gonna do either a tech support or a Ramsey coach support video this weekend. That's where I just comment on and answer questions from the tech support subreddits and the subreddit and the Dave Ramsey subreddit, which Dave Ramsey has nothing to do with. So there's some weird stuff in there. There's people celebrating their progress on the baby steps, and there's people being stupid in there, people with their own opinions about how the show should be run and how the steps should be ordered and so forth. So I will be talking about any of that I care to address. And I guess that's about it for the day. It was pretty slow today. Let's make sure we didn't forget anything important. as our pals in England would say, and a lot of people here. That's where I think that started, over in the England, with where they would say, like you would have a biscuit. Of course, they think a biscuit's something else, but also if you have a biscuit, you want to put some butter on it, or you can make things better. They just leave out, especially the double T's. They just leave out the T sound altogether, and so I think that came over here, just like putting the letter U in the word color for some reason. Don't even get me started on that. Alrighty, Nyko and Costco warn of product shortages and delays. We've been talking about that. That's probably going to happen on a bunch of stuff. As far as the most followed stocks on single stocks on Google, which we don't recommend, but these would all be in an S&P index fund. These would all be in a large cap fund. And all of them up except Microsoft, if only a little bit. Only a little bit is better than 0 or negative 0.00001. So why not? Crypto plunge, a wake-up call and tax opportunity for investors. I don't know why would it be a tax. All right, they got me. They got me with it. Let's see the price again. CNBC. Thank you. And we're not going to support. We're going to continue. I'm supporting by showing your thing on YouTube. The price of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum cratered Friday after China essentially declared the digital currencies illegal. Investors shouldn't necessarily run for the hills, but the price swings are a reminder of the asset's characteristic volatility, which is why a bunch of people, including Dave Ramsey, are not down with it. Gotta see better, less volatility with it. Gotta see more acceptance of it, and you got a whole. China's a pretty big economic player, and so if they're not playing games with it, don't know what to tell you on that. And investors may be able to yield a tax benefit from the crypto price plunge. Oh, so I guess if you have a loss at the end of the year on it, that would offset some other gains that you have, and so you would pay less tax, I guess, is the deal on that. Let me see if I'm right, if that's what they mean. It's ought to be a recognition that this volatile asset and all the ups and downs go together. They do indeed. Opens tax planning opportunities, and that may be available for just a few more months, depending on Democrats' ultimate compromise on federal tax legislation. All right. Already said crypto-related activities illegal there. Who's this poor person? Managing principal, chief investment officer at his own. He's an owner. Wilbank Smith and Thomas Asset Management in Norfolk, Virginia. That's how we say it there. Norfolk. It's not Norfolk. It's Norfolk, Virginia. And will it make crypto obsolete? No. So I don't think China's regulation or even U.S. regulations make that much different in the long term. So he thinks it's going to be fine, even though China's not playing the game, and the United States is going to put taxes on those transactions. So it's saying Bitcoin is still up roughly 40% on the year, despite Friday's tumble. Well off the April high, around 63,000, though. Alright, and the tax benefit, we talked about that already. Alright, just a couple more looks here. We did that one as much as we could. But I don't think there was any more news on it. It's just the same story. Wall Street Journal not getting to it as quickly as whoever it was when we first talked about it. About the Dave Ramsey subreddit. Cindy Bear says, be fair, it's the Dave-ish subreddit. Sure. Sure. Cindy says, buy your toilet paper now. Wouldn't hurt. Clay's heading home. Got to get off early for Friday. Oh, he got to get off. He was able to. All right. A little late for early, but it's your busy season. It's your Super Bowl season, right? Yes, but you live in Norfolk country now. Do I? I guess. Overtime is built in the salary. Yeah, mine too, sir. I work a minimum of 3 hours overtime a week at the computer shop, and that's built into my salary as well. Biden's IRS bank account snooping plan faces mounting opposition. All right, did not know he had one of those. I'll look into that if I remember to, and we'll talk about that on Monday if that's a thing. IRS bank account snooping. They're just gonna take a peek around and see what you got in there, I guess. I don't know. Dow Jones gains. Pelosi hints at spending bill changes. Tesla CEO Elon Musk touts chips. I guess they found, maybe they found some, or he's just, I don't know if he's just saying they're great. I wish we could find some, or if they found some from somewhere so they can finish those vehicles. Boosters. CDC said, or the CD advisors panel said, you don't need to mandate boosters, Mr. President, but he wants to do that, and so it looks like they are partially diverging from that, maybe from political pressure. Who knows? Here's why investors like gold. Warren Buffett don't like gold as an investment. I think we talked about that before. And another one would be Dave Ramsey. And if you can't wait until we talk about it the next time, you can definitely YouTube search Dave Ramsey Gold, and he will tell you all about it in his own words. Alright, and this is a recipe because I've been searching for air fryer recipes, and Google remembers what you checked, what you looked for on the online. Alrighty, what time is it? It is 5 minutes to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and that should be good. When is, almost forgot the Ohio fact of the day. We got a two for today. We talked about drummer Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, previously in Nirvana. His hometown of Warren, Ohio, there's an alley dedicated to him, so I guess it's Dave Grohl Alley, which is may or may not be better than Diagonally. And the largest drumsticks in the world are there. Oh, David Grohl Alley is what it's called. Each measuring 23 feet long and weighing a half a ton. Where's the other one? On the other side of the building there, or over here maybe? It says there are two of them. So, but yeah, that's your two for there. Saying that there's an alley named for him and the largest drumsticks. I think previously, sorry if that's repeated information, but I think previously we just talked about him being born in the great state of Ohio. Alrighty. Back to the chat. Click that article. It's very controversial. Which one there, Cindy? Clay, hope you have a good weekend too. He's already gone, probably. Which one? The bank snooping? Whoops, that's not the right thing. There we go. Alright, she talked me into it. That's from Fox Business. Biden's IRS bank account snooping plan faces mounting opposition. Biden's plan would give IRS enormous amount of new information to manage. Yeah, they need more stuff on their plate. They're already behind a great deal due to the pandy and probably some inefficiencies as well. Just a guess. Banks are pushing back against a proposal from the Biden administration that could force them to turn over customers' account information to the Internal Revenue Service. Under the plan, banks and other financial institutions would be required to annually report customers' account inflows and outflows of $600 or more to the IRS. That might be excessive for that. I mean, I could understand maybe, you know, I mean, 50,000. The White House has estimated the policy, which would apply to bank, loan, and investment accounts, could generate about $463 billion in additional revenue over the next decade. Oh, so they're gonna try to tax you on stuff you haven't paid taxes on. Say, for example, you ordered something online and they didn't charge you tax for it. Maybe. Or just as far as capital gains. Things. Banks say the plan would increase compliance costs and add to the already existing burden the industry faces in turning over information to the government. This link to this story: wealthy Americans shield 20% of their income from the IRS. Only 20%? Alright. More than 40 banks urge lawmakers to vote against the proposal. Operational. Increased tax preparation costs for individuals and small businesses. Alright. White House defended the plan, saying it requires banks and financial institutions to provide a little bit of high-level information to the IRS on account flows in order to give the agency more information about wealthy Americans' earnings from investments and business activity, even if they're only $600. It has clarified that banks will not have to report individual transactions to the IRS, but rather basic high-level information on account inflows and outflows. And I guess from that information, then they could whittle it down to the exact people that they want to look at further. An audit, perhaps. Imagine a taxpayer who reports $10,000 of income but has $1 million of flows in and out of their bank account. The administration said in a memo to congressional Democrats last week. Having this summary information will help flag for the IRS when high-income people underreport their income and therefore underpay their tax obligations. I see. Well, if you do only have $10,000 of income and you got $1 million floating through in and out of your account per year, that's probably not a good business plan. If that's actually what you made, that's not enough profit there on the whatever you're doing with the 1 million. But I mean, so basically, but that could be just 500,000 in and 500,000 out, and then you subtract all your other business costs, and then you're left with 10,000. I mean, that doesn't sound like a great business model to me, but it's possible that could be totally legit. Could be. Yeah, let's see. Cindy Bear says IRS needs to do a tax refund instead of looking at every check I write. Yeah, I agree. Cindy says, no, they're trying to catch tax cheats, but the new amount is excessive relative to where it is now. Yeah. Yeah. 600 might be a little bit not worth their time, but I guess, I mean, you could also say that about even $1,000. But I'm sure the lower they make it, the higher that number. Which here it's 463 billion. I am so sorry. I always forget to do this. I thought this was set globally. Maybe not here yet. I think it is at work, but not here. 463 billion in additional revenue over the next decade. And if you make that 1,000, that number goes down. So. Yeah. Alright, well. Democrats gonna be Democrats, you know? That's the deal. And, you know, maybe some Republicans would support it. So we'll just have to see what happens. When the White House says they want to do something, or a committee in Congress says they want to do something, you don't really need to get too upset about it, because unless it's something that the president can just do an executive order on, which, you know, more and more stuff, it seems like they can do that. But if it has to be voted on by both houses of Congress, that's not that easy to do. Because right now they're getting closer and closer to the default on loan payments, unless they get the debt ceiling raised. Because we've hit that again. No matter how many times we raise it, we hit that again, and it's because, well, I mean, they do draft a budget. But I don't. It's probably not a very good one. Rachel Cruz says it takes you about 3 months to get your budget down to where it's good. And we've tried for what, 250 years or something like that now. I don't know. I don't know the math on that. But United States government, not so good at that. Not so good at that. And so, I mean, it's just like the that company, whatever, Evergrande in China, that supposedly Wall Street was worried about making their payments. What they're having to do is take a loan to pay off interest on another loan, and that's basically what the United States has to do as well. So. But Nancy Pelosi one time said famously, we don't have a spending problem, we have a paying for problem. So that means, oh, we're spending this money. Oh, we're spending it. And so the problem was finding where you can get the money from to pay for that stuff. Yeah, all right. So, and hopefully that's discussing it without getting too political on it, but that's just the way it is. That's just the way, whether you're fiscal conservative or fiscal liberal, I guess. Alrighty. Well, we overtime today. No, well, we only know because we started late, so it's only an hour. So, once again, Bella and I, Sunday, 5 p.m. As far as when other streams would happen, Justin and I playing Madden 22. That's Bella's boyfriend. And tech support and Ramsey coach support, those two videos. One or the other, or both could happen this weekend sometime. Just keep a lookout for those, because I have no idea when those would happen. Cindy says, okay to call if it's just us. Yeah, I was just, you raised my interest in it. No pun intended. So, yeah. Pay that debt answers will get me in trouble. Yeah, exactly. All right, Cindy Bear, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it to everybody that is watching, even after the fact. Appreciate it very much. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Still at 74. Got to get 1,000 subscribers in order to be monetized. But the first little gift, if you will, the first little thing, if I get 100 subscribers, then I can get, instead of all this goobly here, I can get youtube.com/Coach Steve Money for my page instead of it being this. It'll still be this, but youtube.com/Coach Steve Money will bring you to it. Alrighty, and I should check Twitch at some time this weekend and see if anybody's watching over there. I think there a few people are. Alrighty, hey guys and gals, and whatever your pronoun is, make smart financial decisions every day.